chance of mistakes. In this example, I will imagine that the painter wishes to set up one of his family members as an additional user, as they are helping with his bookkeeping. By setting up a new user, it will make it easy for the painter to see who has recorded each transaction in QuickBooks to reduce the chance of mistakes. To set up a new user, we first need to head to the Company menu. Select Set Up Users and Passwords, then Set Up Users. Add Users. You will then be asked to type in the username and password information. From here, I can select what access I give the user. Today, I will choose Selected Areas of QuickBooks. Once complete, I can click Finish. If the access levels for this user ever change, I can simply come back and choose Edit to change these at any point. I will now close out of the user list. To help our clients set up, they can also import and export data from and to other software quickly and accurately. For example, our clients can get up and running fast by importing customer and supplier details from tools that they currently use to track their finances. Clients can import data from Excel spreadsheets, import from Quicken, Microsoft Office Accounting, and finally, data from previous versions of QuickBooks automatically. Let's see how this would work using Excel to import into. In this example, I'm going to imagine our painter, up until now, has been using Excel to record all of his customer transactions. He would now like to import a list of all his customers directly into QuickBooks Pro to save him time. To do this, go to the Customer Center and then click on Excel, followed by Import from Excel. I'll begin by choosing Customers. First, begin by copying your data into the spreadsheet in the same required format, beginning in row 8. Please note, though, that any errors will show in yellow, and you'll need to correct these before you export the data. The last step is to add my data now. The information will take a few moments to upload. You will now see that all customers have been incorporated into QuickBooks Customer Center. This feature will save your clients a lot of time. Another fantastic feature in QuickBooks Pro is the early payment discounts. Many clients want to offer early payment discounts. This will help our clients maintain their business cash flow by offering discounts to customers who pay promptly. Using QuickBooks Pro, clients can set discount terms up, and they can set them up once and then apply them to chosen invoices. And finally, QuickBooks will recalculate the discounted VAT for them automatically when payment is recorded as received. Early payment discounts can be set up by adding additional payment terms in the Customer Center. Let's now turn our attention back to the painter. He's recently quoted for a roof to be painted and would like to produce these estimates in QuickBooks Pro so that he can measure what estimates are active and are therefore outstanding. This will help him by giving him more control and ensuring no missed opportunities. Our client can use QuickBooks Pro to create estimates and then easily turn them into invoices in one click. Clients can also choose from a selection of estimate templates or customize their own. Let's have a look at this process now. To create my estimates, I'll first begin by selecting Estimates from the main home page. I'll first select a customer I wish to create the estimate for. At the top of my screen, I can see a Customize button. If I select this, I will notice that I can apply my own company logo or apply additional customization. For example, instead of showing the word estimate when I email this off to my customer, I may wish for it to be entitled Quote. In the header column, I can use the title field to type in Quote. I can now see that this has been changed on the estimate. I can also apply colour schemes or even change the font. Once I've finished customizing, I will then click on OK. These changes are now saved for the next time I create a quote. I can then select an item I'm creating the quote for. And finally enter the amount. If the amount includes VAT, I must ensure I tick the Amounts Include VAT box prior to entering the amount in the total field. Once complete, I will select Save and Close. Let's now imagine it's a few days later and the customer has come back to the painter to confirm he'd like to go ahead with the estimate. QuickBooks Pro makes it really simple to turn the estimate straight into an invoice. Let's take a look at that process now. First, I'll need to go to the Customer Center to locate my customer. I can now see on the right-hand side the estimate number. I simply double-click and this will open up the estimate. Once the estimate is open, I can still make any changes if the customer requirements have changed. In this example today, I'm going to select Create Invoice at the top of my screen. The whole estimate will then be copied across to an invoice for me, saving me time. I can then print or email the invoice across to the customer and finally save and close. We've just had a look at how to create an estimate. However, you can also complete batch transactions. In this example, let's imagine that the painter would like to send statements to each of his customers so that they know what they owe him for his outstanding balances. This also acts as a great reminder tool. Instead of having to send each statement individually, the painter can easily send them in one go. To do this, the painter would first need to head to the statement icon on the main homepage. I can then choose which customers to send the statement to. In today's example, I'm going to select multiple customers and select each customer I wish to receive a statement. Finally, I'll select the email button. Those customers would then receive the statement straight into their inbox. Our painter can also manage customer payments, supplier payments with the Company Snapshot screen. Let me show you what this looks like. The Company Snapshot screen gives our painter up-to-date information about payments to and from his business, such as outstanding customer balances and outstanding supplier balances, helping him to easily manage the cash flow in his business. They will also be able to view income and expense trends, as well as any reminders such as invoices that they may have forgotten to print out for customers. Another great function of QuickBooks is to track stock, and also you can set stock reorder points and create purchase orders. Clients can keep an eye on their stock levels. They can also see how items flow in and out of their business. QuickBooks will then prompt them when to reorder when the stock levels fall, and they can create purchase orders to send to suppliers. Let's first begin by taking a look at how to create